All right, guys, it's good to have you here today. I've called you here for this meeting because you're going to be part of the new special task force that the company is forming. We actually are hiring an outside lead for you guys, but it seems he's running about half an hour late, so we're going to have to start the meeting without him. Now,
I'm here. My name's Rob. Sorry, I was like getting this gumball on this machine that wouldn't come out, and I just stuck my arm up in there and it got stuck, and I was stuck for a straight like 30 minutes. So, I'm here now though. We can begin.
all right, like I said, the company, we're forming this task force because we're introducing a new product. Here's some information about the product. We want you guys to run with full autonomy and just make sure this product is successful for the company. I'm going to let you guys get started, all right?
Alright guys, he wasn't very specific about what we need to do. He didn't really say we needed these things. So we're gonna do things our own way today.
So, how do you feel about your current work environment?
My current work environment is very fine. We have like our norms and we know what to do, what we shouldn't do. We get everything done in a certain time and everybody do the same thing.
Do you have any issues with any coworkers or your boss?
All of my coworkers are pretty good. We got a new guy, but other than that, we all get our tasks done efficiently and on time.
So, how do you feel about your new employee, Rob?
I just met the guy not too long ago, so don't want to judge a book by its cover, but from what I saw, he's weird. He does like awkward stuff, and he's not very professional.
Cool, thank you. So, how do you feel about your current work environment?
Well, as of now, it's just your normal office. I mean, you have your daily disruptions and distractions, but all in all, I can get my work done at the end of the day.
You think you have any issues with any of your employees or boss?
Well, we just got a new task leader who isn't too bad. Definitely not the greatest, but we're still managing to get our work done despite anything that's happening, and it's still working out for the best.
So, how do you feel about that new guy?
Well, his name is Rob, I believe. We just met him recently. He seems a bit distracted, a little preoccupied by other things, but again, Leia and I are a pretty good team, so it's still working out for the best.
Cool.
So, how do you feel about your new job?
It's really boring. There's absolutely no challenge in it. We make our numbers every month, even above and beyond, so there's a lot of time for me to slack off and mess around. Really looking for a new challenge though.
How do you feel about your new promotion?
I feel like I'm definitely a good leader because even as me as being a leader, our team definitely still makes our numbers. Might not be as good as it was before, but we're still above and beyond what were our expectations.
And how do you feel about your employees?
My employees, they're really hard workers. They always get stuff done, so I have time to just kind of mess around, do my own thing, and they always seem to pull through for us.
How do you feel about your company as a general manager?
I feel like our company has been very successful over the past couple of years, and I feel like we're going to continue to be so.
How do you feel about the promotion of Rob?
I think Rob is a very talented individual. I'm excited about him leading our new task force and taking our company forward into our next areas of revenue.
And how do you feel about all your employees?
I think everybody is a hardworking team. They all work together, and we're effective and efficient.
So I think Jeff has offered us plenty of extrinsic rewards like money, but not any intrinsic rewards or accomplishments on why this project actually matters. This new leader, Rob, is clearly not trained or encouraging of company goals, which doesn't really motivate me to want to do anything. The rewards aren't being distributed equally, and Rob is getting way more for doing a lot less than we do. We don't have knowledge of our results, so why should we even do anything?
Right, and they're also a bad communication with this company. All they do is just send emails, and they never had enough face-to-face communication. And with these cross-functional teams, like you're from marketing, I'm from accounting, it's already hard enough. And then they're breaking the norms by bringing an outsider to lead us.
Well, if Rob can get away with it and still get paid, then maybe we should too.
Agreed.
So, how do you feel about the current work environment right now?
Well, a lot of things have changed since we got a new manager. We're making the numbers mostly, but we're not doing as good as we used to.
Do you have any problems with your coworkers or bosses currently?
I mean, the new boss, Rob, he comes into work late all the time. He's always always drinking. He wears whatever he wants. So now I feel like I can do it too.
So, what else do you think about Rob?
I just think that he's like bringing change to the company. Some of it's for the good, some of it's for the bad. But hey, he's the boss.
So Rob, how do you feel about your work environment?
I mean, we're still making our numbers, believe it or not. I mean, I've turned the place much more casual. See, we're all wearing our hats. We actually take shots every now and then. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, how do you feel about your promotion?
My promotion? I mean, I've really changed this place around. I mean, everyone around us is much more chill and relaxed. You know, that's really good for the morale. And we're still making our numbers. I'll say it again, so we can kind of do whatever we want.
So how do you feel about your employees?
Well, Aaron and Leia, I mean, they're still working really hard. I mean, they might not be producing just as good as sales, but we're still making our numbers above what's expected. They're much more chill and relaxed now, a lot more fun to be around. So, yeah.
So, Aaron, how do you feel about your current work environment?
It's whatever. I mean, we basically do whatever we want now. There's no structure. I kind of given up. But I mean, I'm still getting paid. So, I mean, all is well. I'm having a great time.
Do you have any issues with your current co-workers or boss?
I mean, at first, this new dude, Rob, was like kind of the worst. We couldn't get anything done. I was sick of it, tearing my hair out, complaining. And then I was like, who really cares? Does anything we're doing actually matter? And so now we're all on the same level here.
So, what else do you think about Rob?
Again, it's just, he kind of created this environment that's just chill and whatever, and the bosses don't really seem to care. I mean, they tried to care, but it didn't work. So yeah, we're all just living it up and do whatever we want. It's great. So how do you feel about the effectiveness of the new task force?
Well, I feel like the task force is still meeting its, our goals that we're setting. Maybe I'm just not challenging them enough, but I mean, they're doing their jobs.
How do you feel about the new group leader, Rob?
Rob has brought a lot of new and innovative ideas to the company, and I think that's a good thing. I've even noticed a change in myself. I don't know how I feel about Casual Fridays being every day now, but it is exciting.
And how do you feel about the overall morale of the office?
The office morale is high, but I'm also concerned about how effective they're actually being. I recently walked in on a group meeting, and it was troubling to say the least. I think I'm going to have a conversation with Rob. Well, I'm interested to see what's going on with our special task force. They have a meeting scheduled today. Time to check in on them. What's going on in here?
Team Task Force!
Woo! Well. Dear Rob, recently you have been quite disruptive with the office, along with your task force. While you have still been able to hit our goals, I think that you guys need to be more focused on the betterment of the company. Therefore, if you are able to stop being so disruptive, we are going to offer everyone in the group a 50-cent raise. Hey Rob, so I need to talk to you. I know that we created our task force a couple months ago, but recently sales have started to drop off company-wide, and some of the other executives are upset by some of the actions of the task force. They think that you guys have started to give a negative environment to the rest of the company. You've been breaking our norms and our traditions by showing up late and drinking in the office, leaving early. And other people are starting to follow that suit. Also, I don't understand. I emailed you about a month ago about, taking your disruptive nature and maybe moving it outside of work, and it didn't seem to improve things. I went to school for management, and Taylor's scientific management theory states that everybody's motivated by money. So, was it just not a big enough raise?
Well, that theory is very outdated. I mean, not everyone in our office is motivated by just money. And honestly, with the goals we have, I don't even know what they are. I think it's send like 5 emails a month or something like that, right?
No, it's to have $200,000 worth of sales every month.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, I think we need to implement a goal-setting theory. Make SMART goals. They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, and time-based. That way we have something to work towards. And right now, I mean, I think we're doing like $500,000 a month without even trying. So there's so much time to just mess around, and we kind of mess around more and more until we get to that $200,000. You kind of understand what I'm saying here?
So we
maybe
need
can
to
work
set
this
new
through.
goals.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rob. That sounds like a good idea. Why don't you set some of these SMART goals in your task force and show me some results?
Cool. So I'm going to implement these goals. I promise you our sales are going to go through the roof, and we're still going to have fun at the same time. So I'll see you in a month.
All right. Well, it's been about a month. I think it's time to check in on Rob and see how his new goal-setting theory has been working. Wow, guys, this is really ironic. We all wore the same outfits that we did when we first formed this task team. How's it going?
Well, by incorporating our goal achievement theory, our sales are through the roof.
Wow, I think we might just implement this across the whole company.
By incorporating some of Rob's laid-back management techniques, including the SMART goals, our sales has risen.
And now I feel both motivated intrinsically and extrinsically.
Woo!
Cue the music.